प्यारे बच्चों, आपको टाउन ट्रेडर्स एंड क्राफ्ट्समैन के बारे में पढ़ा रहा था। उसी के अंतर्गत हम्पी नगर के बारे में अब जानकारी देने जा रहे हैं। देखिए हम्पी नगर कहाँ किस तरह का नगर था। पेज नंबर 45 में देखें। हम्पी अर्लियर विजयनगर a founded town, a case study. Hampi, earlier known as Vijayanagar, lies on the bank of Tungabhadra River in Karnataka. It was the capital of the successive Sangam, Saluva and Tuluva dynasty who ruled over an empire encompassing nearly the whole of the South India. The capital city was founded in the middle of the 14th century but was abandoned after 1565 when it was sacked by the Sultanate armies of the Deccan kingdoms of Bijapur, Golconda and Ahmednagar. Vivid account of the capital's grandeur are given by Persian, Italian and Portuguese visitors. The survived ruins of Vijayanagar incorporate several present-day villages including Hampi as well as fields and grazing land. The site is of interest for its architecture remains which include military fortification and defensive gateways constructed of massive granite slab palace structure, courtly pavilions and elephant stables, reservoirs, war temple complex with shrines, column halls or mandaps toward gateway or gopuram, and a host of lesser religion structure and mosques and tombs of Muslim inhabitants of the city. These features were built with stone, brick, plaster and wood, but only the imaginary portion survived, some of which have been uncovered in recent excavations. They are distributed over an area of about 25 square kilometers, divided into discrete zones, walled urban core in which the bulk of the city's population was located, a smaller walled royal center inside the urban core containing the principal ceremonial and royal residential structure associated with the king's sacred center on the southern bank of the Tungabhadra River, including the Virupaksha temple at Hampi, and the ruins of the other religious complex. Additional fortification, tanks and settlement dot the vast hinterland that extends beyond these zones. Now see Machilipatnam, a port town. Machilipatnam in Andhra Pradesh, 150 km north of Chennai, on the mouth of the Krishna River, was initial settlement of Dutch who surrendered its ownership of the English in 1620. It was a major operational base with strong fortification. Its approaches were difficult, laying through marsh and scrubland. Yet nothing of Machilipatnam remains today except a few crumbling walls. In its heyday, it was important and changed hands many times. It is said that the town was founded by the trading Arabs in the 14th century of their way from the Red Sea to southern India. It became a flourishing seaport during the time of the Satyavahans. It was under the rule of Hindu king of Varangal but was conquered by Muslim ruler of Odisha, now Odisha country, in 1478, then by the Vijayanagara rulers in 1589. The Dutch came in 1605, the English in 1611, and French between 1750 to 1759, and eventually the British returned and took it over in 1759. In 1854, a massive cyclonic storm and a devastating tidal wave ruined the fort. The city received its present name in 1949. Machilipatnam is a railroad terminus and seaport. The Bandar Canal connects it to Vijayanagara in the northwest. The city main industry include carpet weaving, rice and oilseed milling, and the manufacturing of the scientific instruments. It is also known for its kalamkari textile and vegetables dye printings. Its beach possess scenic beauty and attract a large number of the tourists annually. During the festival of Magh Purnima, thousands of pilgrims bathe in the sea. Many temples are dedicated to the Lord Shiva and are great attraction for tourists. Church and Ghansala have great attraction for Christian and Buddhist as well. Now, Surat, a trading town. Surat, located at the mouth of the Tapti River in the Gulf of Cambay, is said to have been founded by a Hindu Brahmin called Gopi in 1516. The city was continuously attacked by Muslim, Portuguese, Mughals, and Marathas from the 12th to 15th century. In 1514, the Portuguese traveler Duarte Barbosa described the city as a leading port. It was burned by Portuguese 1512 and 1530 and later became the emporium of India, exporting cloth and coal. Its major industries were textile manufacture and shipbuilding. The British established their factory trading post there here in 1612. The city gradually declined in the 18th century. The British and Dutch both claimed control, but in 1800 its administration passed into the hands of British. By the mid-19th century, it became a stagnant city of 1800 inhabitants. It prospered again with the opening of the Indian Railways, the ancient art of manufacturing fine muslin was revived, and the city cotton silk brocades and the objects of gold and silver, and the silver are very famous. The city famous other industry also. It has recently emerged as a great center of diamond cutting and polishing. Different craftsmen have organized themselves into the guilds to promote their goods. A case study, a pilgrim center. India is a country where nearly all the major religions of the world are practiced. Beside the dominant Hinduism religion, as such, several pilgrim centers sprang up. The major Hindu pilgrim centers include Haridwar, Badrinath, Kedarnath, Varanasi, Kashi, Olden Time, Prayagraj, Kanchi, Sringeri, Dwarka, Puri, etc. Bodh Gaya, Sarnath, Kushinagar, etc. of the Buddhism, Sarvang Velgola of Jainism, Amritsar, Nana Sahib, and Patna Sahib of Sikhism are among the major religious centers. Now, against next day. None.